So I think you should be a uni counsellor, like this person, because it's really important, first of all. So every school has 2 counsellors, and basically as a counsellor, you're like the voice of your school at the Students' Union. And we really, really need people from across the university to be part of that kind of democratic decision-making space, and the council is the big, kind of most important democratic decision-making space that we have at the Students' Union. Yeah, basically it's a really good experience. Like anyone who's interested in kind of democracy or governance or politics or like working in the charity sector or working in any kind of institution, you'll have to learn how to relate to other people and make decisions democratically. That's kind of how a lot of our institutions work. And the SU is like a really good place to learn about all of that, and also to make decisions that are like really big decisions for the people who go to uni here. So in the past we've decided that we're going to boycott Coca-Cola and Nestle in council. We had a debate about it, and it went to a referendum of all students, and then we decided we wouldn't stock Coca-Cola and Nestle because of their record of kind of violence and like poor employment practice towards workers in the global south. And that's the kind of thing that we decided there. We've also, in the past, we've recently renewed our BDS policy, which is in support of the Palestinian boycott, divestment and sanctions campaign. And also last year we had like a big debate around whether we were going to put to referenda this idea of like not selling beef on campus for environmental reasons. And that's something that went to referenda and eventually passed. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's important. You get to decide lots of interesting things. You also get to hold people like me accountable. So I'm one of the full-time SU officers this year, and councillors kind of make sure that we're doing our jobs properly, make sure that we're kind of like sticking to the things that we were elected on. Yeah, it's kind of it's really important in a sense of like the immediate university kind of day-to-day stuff, but it's also really, really important in terms of like the more general like democratic part of it, because as young people, I think a lot of the time decisions get made that are not very democratic, that affect us. So whether it's on climate change or on national insurance or kind of all those kind of things around like, I don't know, home ownership, kind of the way that rent works in this country, like a lot of decisions get made from the top of society in a way that negatively impact young people. And the Students' Union and Students' Union Council is a really good place for us to like learn together about how to like make our democratic voice heard, because we desperately need to do that, and we need to be louder, and we need to be able to say what we want to kind of the powerful. And the SU is a really good place for us to like learn how to do that and learn how to do that together. So be a counsellor, learn about democracy, learn about how to kind of make your voice heard as a collective of students. It's sick, you should do it. I did it last year, and then from being on council, I was then chair of council, and then I decided to run for one of these full-time positions that I'm in now. So it's a really good way of like learning about the Students' Union, getting into it, and I would highly recommend it. You should do it.